So the second part that I want to explain is running technique. The main idea for running technique is essentially when I run, you don't want to run like a gazelle. That is the not desirable characteristic for running. So essentially, if I were to run the wrong way, which would cause stress in my knee, I would essentially be running where I stick my leg out, I strike my knee in front of my body, in front of where my hip is, and then I come back. And then I run, strike forward, and come back. And that's actually gonna increase knee pain for me. And another thing to note is to do heel toe, heel toe. The more I stretch out my leg, the greater tendency I'm gonna have to actually basically strike with my heel and then land on my toe. That's undesirable. What is desirable is to have my foot land very, very close to my hip, so not far in front of me, but close, and to essentially treat my leg as a scooter. So I basically want to have my leg as behind me for as much time as possible. That'll increase the efficiency of my running, and it'll also reduce my knee pain. So when I run, I want to run leg, step, leg, step, leg, step, like this. And that's to contrast with running like that. So the idea is I want to step, and essentially what I want to do is when I step very close to me, my heel is going to slightly graze the floor, but it's not going to heel toe step. It's going to be more like a toe with a slight heel touch and then back. And then I want to step like that. Step, back, pull back, step, pull back, step, pull back, step, pull back. One important thing to note about running is that my left leg has a tendency to not lift as far as my right leg, and I need to force, for whatever reason my left leg is not as good, so I need to basically force my left leg back. Forcing my left leg back will give me a more even running stance. So I usually lift my right leg to here, and my left leg, you won't even see it lift as much. So my right leg has a greater tendency to go back, and then I have to sort of force my left leg back. So that's an important technique for me to keep in mind when I'm running.